Lebanese brothers, how's it going, boys?
Sure.
Josh.
Boys, let's talk about Tiger Town. Obviously, it's been a bit of a,
I had a good relationship with Justin and Lee, and
go through anything like that.
Nah, I think just the last one I was just knocked out cold. And
Yeah.
Remember? Oh yeah, well,
Boys, we're trying to be serious, but
you knew he was gonna say that.
Benji, head coach for 2024 season, how's he been going?
still runs amok.
Yeah,
Does
still,
he? Who would most likely get thrown out of a nightclub? You were extremely close to become a Bulldog in 2024. True or false?
How would you like to score your next try?
actually score it, not
Yeah.
dive on the ball. But can you say the question again?
There's an orchestra going on. All right. Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to Let's Trot, episode 17 with my Lebanese brothers. How's it going, boys?
Sure.
Josh.
Josh.
We got here. We got here. It was a bit stressful. I'm not gonna lie. I was a bit anxious, but
Just a
we're all
few
here.
stress heads here.
Like,
Just a few.
who do you think?
I don't know. There's
Crazy.
the master and his apprentice.
Oh, wait, what's this thing you were telling me about Twal? Like greedy people? Can you tell me that?
No, he can tell you.
Okay, tell me the story.
There's a thing we have at
Just a good
training
bloke,
where
mate. Greet him with a smile and a handshake.
if Twal thinks you're not the cleanest person at training, he'll give you a fist pump when he says hi, and if he thinks you're a pretty clean bloke, he'll give you a handshake. So
I got the handshake.
you got the
So I'm
handshake?
doing all right.
if you're the handshake, you're doing all right.
So I thought he was going to the toilet to chuck a leg, but he's actually going to wash his hands, huh?
I think he washes his hands.
Tell me
I'm
about
going to
that.
do with a handshake only because I haven't seen you for a while. It's just,
So he didn't want
felt a
to.
bit awkward if I gave you the fist pump. Not that comfortable with you.
Tell me you were saying off camera about washing your hands.
The new technique you learn.
What are you talking
So
about?
new technique. A new technique.
Yeah, so you got to actually get the soap, put it in your hands like that, and then rub your fingers in circles like that because a lot of the germs actually sit under your nail and on the edge of your finger. So
I want to know how many
Stop
people
pu-
think that
think
deep
about
about
it.
washing
Think
their
about
hands.
it. You never like your palms aren't that dirty. It's your fingers, bro. It's your fingernails.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. It makes sense. How's preseason, boys?
Yeah, it's pretty tough, but
Preseason.
season's around the corner, so it's good.
What are your ads?
Yeah, going good. Doing some rehab running on my own, but enjoy watching the boys do their wrestle sessions and field sessions. So no, it's been good. It's been enjoyable.
What were you, Twally?
Yeah, it's been good, man. Looking forward to playing now. So yeah, it's been a good slug.
Body's all in good nick.
Yeah, body's pretty sweet.
So where you at with your recovery?
Yeah, I just got back to full training not long ago, and yeah, probably get ready for round one.
Hmm?
Maybe, hopefully play second trial, but see what happens.
Last time we spoke, it was your back you were dealing with. Now you just had a little quad strain. Is that
Yeah,
right?
it's minor. It's better now, but yeah, it's just more of the back that I was just focused on, just getting that right. And yeah, thank God, it's way better than what it was, and yeah, just looking forward to it.
What position you wanted to lock down this season? Like you've played a bit of outside backs in the centres, wing, fullback.
Yeah.
Is there any position that you want to kind of lock down for yourself?
Yeah, I don't honestly mind where I play. As long as
wherever the coach puts me.
yeah,
The
like,
humble.
Nah, I
as
just
such.
want to I'll play wherever as long as I'm winning games. I don't care. But I like centre. I like defending as a centre, and I want to lock that position down. But if the team needs me to be on the wing, I'm happy there.
Beautiful. And boys, what about Benji, head coach for 2024 season? How's he been going? What's your take on him, Tylee?
Yeah, he's been doing an awesome job, man. He's got the boys going in the right direction, and it's a good mix at the moment with young and old, and everyone's pulling together in the right direction. So you're really looking forward to start playing now, and yeah,
Did you get a chance to play with him?
yeah, we played a couple of years together. So
So
No,
what's
that's
that,
good.
What's the contrast like? Obviously playing with him, obviously playing halfback, you got to be very vocal. You got to be that leader figure. Is much change between a coach and the way he was playing?
I still, you're still like a great bloke, and obviously when we're playing, it's obviously a bit of a different level to when you're coaching. But obviously now he's still the same man. He always tells you the truth, and he's straight up honest. And when we're away from the training paddock, away from the games, he has the boys in stitches. So he's
Still runs amok.
yeah, still similar. Same old Benj, but obviously being a coach now, he just you're just obviously a bit of a different spin on it.
I think it's a hard trait to have, being honest with your players. Like everyone wants to kind of keep everyone happy most of the time, but for a coach, is you have to sit down and have those hard conversations if your form is slumped and stuff like that. So that's a pretty good start. What about your take, Ads?
Yeah, no, he's been really good. Obviously, I've been watching from a bit afar and just watching the boys train. Still doing my rehab on the side, but I feel as though this year is really focused on, I guess, giving us sort of our DNA this pre-season, and it's probably something we've never really had as a club. Is just a set in stone system that every player knows what their job is and what our game plan looks like, and we've been able to sort of nail that down this whole pre-season. And I feel as though watching the boys have gotten better at it each week. So we've made it really simple. He's made it really simple for us. He's brought John Morris in to do our
he's good.
defence, and he's really detailed in that. And Robbie Farrer and Chris Harrington are also there. So there's a group of, I guess, coaching staff there that have all played, over 300 games and love the club and know what winning looks like. And they're well-respected people, and the boys are really buying in.
You can see where the club wants to go. It wants to bring that old identity, that West Tigers, that consistent, that winning mentality, especially from those boys. You got Robbie, you got Benji. They've won a premiership together. John Morris was at Souths. I actually was under him when he was our defensive coach. Got along with him really well. What's Chris Harrington doing?
He looks after some of our defence and mainly our effort areas. So just all our off the ball movements and I guess them things that aren't the flashy plays, but the plays that as a club we know will make us better. And he looks after all of that for us.
All right, boys. As per tradition of the show, our proud partners SHOEGRAB have gifted you for your troubles of coming on the show.
Thanks,
SHOEGRAB.
Thanks,
Thanks,
SHOEGRAB.
Jay.
How good
Thanks
is
for the
that?
team.
What did you guys get?
Thanks heaps, bro.
Pandas, cracker.
What are the? What
TNs.
size is Hey, you guys got a big
World
foot
Cup
like me.
26.
They're my
Let's
favourite,
go.
bro.
Hey, what size?
They're my favourite Asics, bro.
Cracker.
Hey, what size?
360s.
What size footy is?
13.
You know what they say about big
Thanks
shoes,
heaps,
boys?
SHOEGRAB.
What's your
Thanks,
size,
Sugar.
Twal?
Appreciate it, bro.
Size 13?
11 and a half.
Oh, small foot, huh?
Small foot, huh? What they say about small feet.
Angry.
Yeah, that's size.
What size are you?
13, brother. 13, brother. 13, all right?
13.
Unlucky. Well, obviously, we're all Lebanese boys here. I want to talk about a bit of our growing up and us playing junior footy. There's no secret, like we're, it's a bit stereotypical to be, Lebanese, and it comes with a bit of a negative stigma. Did you face any hardships growing up, coming through the junior ranks, if it was junior reps? Did you always feel like on the outside, or did you face any adversity and you felt like it was harder to kind of get that initial crack? Kiraz?
No, I didn't really make any junior reps. I didn't play Harold Mats. I was obviously a Bulldogs junior, and I played. So I had to move out of Dogs, play for Dragons SG for the year. So yeah, like when it's all young, everyone says it could be quite political and who you know and all that. But I always say, like, thank God that was the way it went for me, because it just made me work harder and push for it. But
because when you think about it, like, to make the NRL, it's a ridiculously small percentage. I think it's like 1 or 2% to actually play one game. And you think about how many actual Lebanese boys actually play in the NRL, that percent is actually much less than that percentage. What about you, Ads? Did you face any of that?
I guess looking back now, you don't really think about it when you're a young kid coming through and stuff. But I guess looking back now, and some of the teams I did miss out on, and in my position, players that were picked then over me, I sort of look back now and go, I feel as though I was really a better player than some of them, I guess, back in the day. But well, I guess we're not big in the NRL, us Lebanese boys, but I feel as though there's a good, I guess, generation coming through of young kids, and
100%.
I feel as though like Twal, Kiraz, Mitch, and the Lebanese boys in the game now have really set a good, I guess, foundation for young Lebo kids coming through. And I guess our mentality has always been, our games has always been built on hard work, and I guess that's how we're brought up as kids. And we're a hard-working culture, and so I feel as though we're going to see a lot more, I guess, young Lebanese kids coming through the game.
What about you, Twali? You think it was a bit harder for you to crack just being Lebanese?
No, not really, man. I just thought, since a young age, I've always thought to myself, you work hard enough and good things come off the back of it. So, I'm really grateful for the opportunities I got as a kid. Played with a lot of my, childhood friends and all that sort of stuff. And it just came to fruition that I got to be an NRL player. But, I think, if anyone works hard enough, that they can be in the same position and play in NRL one day.
I feel like that's what we all have. Like, that's our hard work. And I think that's what got us there. And you spoke to me the other day, like, everything's built on hard work. And I feel like that's what the biggest trait of Lebanese, and it comes back with generation to generation. Like, you think about all the the times and the tough times that Lebanese people had to endure, and I feel like it's been passed down to generation, and I feel like we've got it, when you think about it, we've got it the easiest. I was similar to you. I was Canterbury Junior, and coming through the ranks, I didn't really get much of a look in. I definitely evolved as a player as the time went on, but even when I went into I played 20s at Souths, like it was very hard for me to kind of fit in and get with the boys. Like deep down, I knew that, but because I'm a bit extroverted, like I wasn't really showing that I wasn't fitting in. But yeah, I guess we all have our different, kind of stories and stuff. But yeah, that's just pretty interesting. Saying that, we're one of the few Lebanese boys to play in the NRL. Let's do a 1 to 13 Lebanese team at the top of our heads. We'll go one for one. I'll go fullback, Hazem.
Winger, myself.
Nice.
Abbas, Miski, the other wing.
Nice.
Actually, wait, sorry, I'll take that back.
No, yourself.
No, I take that back. It's not myself.
Yeah, yourself.
Oh, yeah, you said it.
What about the
No,
source?
you
You
can't
can't
go
go
back.
back.
You can't
No, I
go
forgot.
back. Nah.
No, I forgot. Because I was going to put myself fullback, but you
I'm
stuffed
only
me.
3 months.
So Hazem and Sauce on the wing, and I'll...
That's a lie.
Nah.
Birdie,
It was
eh?
Kiraz on the
fullback
wing. It was
Birdie?
Kiraz on
No,
the wing. Kiraz and
people
Hazem.
No,
fullback.
sorry. Wait, I'm getting mixed up. Stop talking, everyone.
Just put yourself everywhere.
No, I won't put myself. I'm going to pick myself. Can I just... I'll skip to lock Alex Twal.
What do you mean? Okay, go. Let's just bring it back to. Let's go up by number order, please. Go.
Abbas, Miski.
Yeah.
Wing.
So what about
Sorry,
the
it's centre now.
number 3? 3.
That's a hard one.
The Robertson boys.
Oh yeah, the twins.
Yeah. I'll go Reece
Trav.
Robinson.
I'll go Trav Robbo. No, well, Brad Morkos. Like that was a bit strange. That one. You hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's retired.
retired.
He retired. He
He's not
retired.
playing anymore.
Yeah. He was an up and coming. Bro,
That's
just
not
gave it
wild.
up just like that,
Wow.
which is a bit wild. Anyway, we'll go Trav Robinson. 5'8".
5'8".
Say it. Say it.
Nah, wait,
say it.
you have to
Let's
say
just
it.
You have to say it.
Mitch halfback.
So who's halfback?
No, Mitch halfback.
And who's 5'8"?
I don't know.
Try back yourself, bro.
Someone.
I'll go Twal. Just do it from
Adam
him.
Doueihi.
I'll go A. I'm gonna go Timmy Manor. Hooker.
Ooh.
Benny Alois.
Ooh. Wow.
That's massive. Benny Elias. A lot of
Well, who?
competition.
You
Robbie
reckon?
Farah was anyway. So you said Benny
You put
Elias.
Robbie at 14. You put Robbie at 14, have you?
No, I never said that.
You
For
know
now,
what?
Farah
Put him
can
on
play-
the
What
guy.
says this?
Farah can play 13.
I thought I was at 13.
He's put Farah 13.
We got him.
No.
You know what? We're gonna skip Kiraz all the time.
You said no. You said that doesn't count. So then now I rethought it, and now
We're taking too long. Oh, I gotta go. The back row, first back rower.
Sabi, Chris Sab.
Of course, yeah. Most capped
Most capped
Lebanese
Lebanese player.
have to put Sabi in there. The other back rower.
Ahmed Elaz.
Yeah,
Ahmed
27,
Elaz.
Yeah.
Burger District.
Ahmed Elaz. You wouldn't put Eliel Zakum, Shabal
Ahmed Elaz,
Taspali.
bro. He had an outstanding 2017 campaign, man.
He was a beast.
So
He was a beast, and I think that sums up our team. Give yourselves a clap, boys. Well
Bench?
done. Well done. No, we're not doing bench.
No.
We just said 1 to 13, brother. Come on, this is my show. There was a game that we played against the Kiwis, the first game, and you spray. I don't know what you said. I don't know. I was on the opposite side of the field. We're coming back to the kickoff. It was a tight game at the time. I think it was 12-6. I think we were up, and all of a sudden the ref just pointed to you and just sent you off. What happened? Can you
Nothing
please?
happened.
Can we just lay it? Let's just iron out a few things.
what'd you
'cause
say,
there's
bro? It's over now.
you know what? Like during the week, you were very quiet. You know, you were fighting the
It was right all
charge.
day.
You were saying, "No, I didn't say anything. But he sent you off for dissent in the end. What happened?
There was a few words said.
Purely out of frustration.
Yeah, out of frustration. Obviously, nothing personal. Yeah, and I think we'll just leave it at that. Nothing inappropriate.
So what were you fighting?
I don't know.
Well, anyway, it didn't work because you got found guilty. Anyway, we won't go there. Boys, let's talk about Tiger Town. Obviously, it's been a bit of a, weird preseason for you initially, but with Justin Pascoe and Lee Haji Patelis, I hope I pronounced that right, leaving the club. Do you think it's the right decision for those guys moving on, and do you feel the new board, Shane Richardson as the interim CEO, is the right way to go for the club?
I don't know. It's hard for us to comment on what goes on upstairs. I guess I don't really look too much into that. I had a good relationship with Justin and Lee, and I guess they both signed me to the club and got me here. And I guess with Shane Richardson there now, I had him at South when I was there as well. So I've got a pretty good relationship with him as well. So yeah, whether it was the right or wrong decision, we'll leave that up to I guess other people to comment on. But yeah, I don't have any bad things to say about Justin or Lee.
There you have it. I want to also stay on you, Ads. Like, you're coming back from your third ACL on the same knee. I don't know how, like, you looking at you obviously hasn't broken you, and you don't second guess yourself. Naturally, like it's a tough gig. It's a tough slog. Obviously, having to do 3. But what makes you more confident to come back and play on it for another how many seasons?
Yeah, I don't know. I've done it obviously my 3rd time now, and I guess I've used a different graft every time. I guess.
What's this graft now?
This is my patella from my right side, so
Okay.
they've taken it over to my left side. And I guess when I first did it, there was obviously a post-morning phase there for about a few days, but then after that I snapped out of it pretty quickly, and I just knew there was no point sitting and sooking about it. That's not going to get me anywhere, and yeah, I didn't want to have that sort of weak look out there in the public and around my teammates, and just be this, I guess, sook around training and kicking stones and all of that. And yeah, I guess this process, I've done the surgery in 2 procedures instead of 1, which is pretty, I guess, unusual, and it is the more conservative approach, although it is, I guess, a longer recovery period for me. I know this is going to be, I guess, the best possible outcome to have no repeat injury on it. So no, everything's going good. Yeah, I've stayed positive with it. I know there's people, I guess, in this world and in this environment that are out there worse than me. So I can't just sit here and sook about a little injury I've got. And although it does hurt to watch the boys train and to miss out on a majority of last season and not to be able to start this season is, yeah, it's hard. It's hard, but yeah, I'm staying positive. I'm a man of faith, and I know that everything's in God's timing, and He's done this for a reason for me. And yeah, I guess that's it.
What about you, Twal? Like, you've had your challenges as well with injury, like that. Like, particular, you had how many concussions? You had multiple concussions from memory. Talk to me about that. Like, how did you stay confident and back yourself to come on and play on for the next season? Because you obviously had to miss out on that World Cup with us that year in particular. That would have hurt. But what gave you the confidence to come back and play on?
Yeah, obviously went through that period there in 2022. Where a couple concussions, and it was hard watching from the sidelines. I've never really been in that position in my NRL career, and to sit back for 3 months or so and watch the boys go into battle at the Tigers, it was hard, but as well, it gave me a bit of perspective. There's, like I just said, there's a lot of people doing it, very tough out there, and people going through tough times, and you just got to stay optimistic and just approach everything, with a smile on your face. And that was sort of my mindset. I've missed the World Cup and stuff like that, but it was also a good opportunity for me to rip into the preseason for 2023 and came back in really good shape. And yeah, so I guess there's always a silver lining in things. And I came back and, it was just raring to go, and probably just made me approach my football in a bit of a different light, in the sense that, it's not there forever. You just got to enjoy it while it's there, and make sure that you're always grateful.
What was the consult like with the neurosurgeon when you saw him? Like, obviously, I think there's like 11-day mandatory rest day before you can return to play or train. Was that different for you?
In that specific scenario, I had got a couple on the trot, so it was just best at that stage of the year that I just gave my head a bit of rest. And to the Tigers' credit, they took good care of me, and in 2023. Sort of paid dividends. I didn't have any hiccups there, and fingers crossed. Another season ahead, and all goes well.
I remember I've been fortunate. I would say I've been knocked out 3 times in my career. I think my first one was when I was playing Reggie's. It was like 5 minutes into the game, and I copped a hit on my temple when I was picking up a grubber, and I woke up and I was on the wing, and I looked at the scoreboard, and it was second half, and it was like 15 minutes to go, and I was like on complete autopilot for that whole game. Don't remember anything. Don't remember what I did. It was the most bizarre feeling, because it almost felt like I was dreaming, but I wasn't. I couldn't separate reality from if I was actually in a deep sleep. It was weird. It was very bizarre. Did you go through anything like that?
Nah, I think just the last one I was just knocked out cold. And
Yeah.
Remember? Oh yeah, well,
Boys, we're trying to be serious.
You knew he was going to say that.
No, I didn't. I actually didn't.
He started smiling first.
I'm asking about something serious and he's laughing at me.
no, well the last one look, got knocked out cold, and all I remember was waking up and just being on a stretcher. Is that funny? Is it?
No, the way you say it, and now it's funny. No, it's not funny. It's not funny. It's actually serious.
that was probably, and then there was another one. Yeah, they're all no concussions, pretty, but thank God.
Well, I feel like
It's all good now.
the NRL is really hamping down on it even more now. In the NFL, if you take a leaf out of their book, I think they only have like 13 or 14 contact sessions a year.
Oh.
So you put that in comparison to what we do. We do what, 2 opposes a week, contact sessions a week. So you do the maths. And I think as well now what they're talking about, they want to log in every single contact session and record it all for
Yeah, I saw that.
research purposes. I don't know how that's going to go down. What do you reckon, Ads? Like, do you reckon it's necessary? Because to be honest, I feel like when we do talk about concussions, like I feel majority of footy players don't want to talk about it. They just don't want to. They want to pretend like it doesn't happen. But players like yourself, Twal, it's obviously a serious issue because it's happened to you a few times. What about you? Like, what's your
I
take
feel
on
our
it?
game's different, but like we know as a pre-season or at training, our whole purpose is to try and train above what it's going to be like in the game, like try and train harder than what it's like going to be on game day. So
try to replicate
that
it.
requires us to, sort of bash each other at training and do these hard wrestle sessions and do full contact on the field. So when we do get to, I guess, game day, it doesn't have a shock to our body and we're used to it. So if they were to minimise that, then it'd be interesting how it does, I guess, work out.
Where are you at with your rehab now?
So I've started my straight line running for about 6 or so weeks now, and starting to apply some change of direction stuff now, and looking to return hopefully to playing mid-season.
Have you penciled in a particular game that you want to go for? No.
I haven't looked that far ahead.
Twali, what did you just call me? What did you just
Was it class clown?
I'm the class clown. Well, you just referred yourself as a village
No,
Julie.
so I heard through the grapevine that me and you are more alike than you think.
Wow.
That's
Ooh.
a big call.
That's a big call.
Don't look at me
Why
like
are you laughing? That's a big call.
Well, how are we
It's a
alike?
compliment,
Tell me what sense. Well, how are we alike?
Stress-wise, yes.
I'm not stressed.
Is he a stress head?
Yes,
Is he-
you are a stress head.
I'm not a stress head.
The
Stress
fact you
head.
don't know it, that's more
Twali
Good thing, bro.
yesterday,
It's a good thing, bro.
Twali yesterday calls me at 2 o'clock, says he can't come in today. So I don't know. Do you do that to your mates?
No, I
like
don't
you just
do
drop
that
out
for
last minute when you got something planned, but won't go there.
Was it gonna make you better?
You weren't any better. You
No,
weren't
but
any
was it
better.
going to make you better?
Yeah, it was a valid reason.
See?
It was a valid reason. And does a good mate understand
Yes.
and work with you? 100%.
See?
But I did. That's why we changed it to the
No,
afternoon.
you off it. You actually off it.
I was stressing because
Kiraz-
everything
Who's
was
gonna
good.
ring
Kiraz
Bulldogs
is going
and
to be
tell
the
him
most
off?
stressed out of all of us. He's a young stress head that I'm.
Kiraz is
I'm
very-
actually-
No, I
wouldn't
I'm
say
worried
stress.
for him.
Yeah, because you were very like regiment, which is not bad.
Group
Like,
chats doesn't reply. No.
doesn't reply.
Yeah, because,
but
bro, these guys
Bulldogs
apply
train
like
the
this
Bulldogs
guy
train
has
to 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah,
But
apparently.
hard work, hard work.
see,
It's not that. They message him and Andrew Kazi. Message on the chat 24/7. Hold on, they keep roasting Mansell, and I just see my name get tagged out of nowhere. I don't know why. I'm at training. I
to
muted
the
the
boys,
chat.
bro.
I actually muted the
Talk to
chat.
the
I don't blame
boys.
you. I don't
What do
blame
you mean talk to
you.
the boys? I'm at training, bro.
Speaking of village idiot, you called me a village idiot. How am I the village idiot? And how you just called yourself a
No, so
village?
I always get called that. I don't even know what it means, but that's what I get called.
village
What's it
idiot.
actually mean? I
Yeah, they
don't know
call me
what
the
it
village
means.
idiot. Yeah, that's what I'm known
Oh,
as.
let's go. Let's move on, man. This is
And then,
we're
but
gonna
no,
go
but I
in
heard through the
circles.
grapevine.
We're gonna
I
go in
heard through the
circles for
grapevine.
ages.
You were a village idiot once upon a time.
That is not true. No, I'm not
Well,
gonna
can you give me a definition? What is the
I know,
village
what is it?
idiot?
What
I
is it?
think village idiot is like someone that everyone picks on and just points out for anything.
Does everyone
Just-
put it on your Tony?
Does everyone make fun of you? Is that why?
Oh, make fun of me.
I could be wrong. Can we just Google this? I'm just going to Google this, boys. I got to Google this. I'm
You're not
sorry.
going to
I
find
got to
anything.
Google
That's
this.
probably a made up word.
You reckon? All right, so who was the guy on the grapevine that called me the village idiot?
I don't want to start dropping names, but
No,
down
tell
the
me.
chat.
The village idiot. What's that mean? Here we go. The village idiot, in strict terms, is a person locally known for ignorance or stupidity. So that's pretty harsh. That's pretty harsh, bro. Anyway, let's move on. Back to Kiraz, the Dogs of War. So how did you? Yeah, you've had to do it the hard way, as you touched on before. Like you were picked for SJ Ball initially for the Dogs, but then you weren't.
No, I didn't make it.
So you got cut.
The late bloomer.
Be more serious.
The late bloomer.
The late bloomer. But
I was upset at the time, bro. It's not funny. Don't laugh.
No, but I know the feeling. I rocked up SJ Ball training and they forgot to tell me I was cut. I rocked up in the car park, in the car park, and I saw the coaches. I can't even remember their names. And they've gone far. But they're like, oh, sorry, we forgot to call you. But no, you didn't make the side. I was rattled. I was 17 at the time. Had my mum waiting for me in the car park. Anyway, it hurt.
So I trialled for Dogs, but I didn't make it. So then I trialled for Roosters and Dragons. So I made both of them. I made the there's a train on squad and that. So I went to Dragons because I remember 3 of my teammates from the club went to Roosters, and then I don't know. I just something in my head just told me to go by myself. So went there, and then played SG Ball that year for them.
And how did you end up at North Queensland?
Yeah, so I got picked up by North Queensland. They were the only ones who offered like top 30 at the end of the year, and I was 17 at the time, but I had to sign a 3-year deal there. So I think it was like a cup contract, and then I think development and top 30.
Yeah, wow.
So then at the time I spoke to my parents, and I remember some other clubs offered just like cup contracts, and I just spoke to my parents, and I don't know, I was just so excited. Like, I was a young kid, and then I didn't think it was going to be as hard as it was, because I was young. I just, it was the biggest like build up. I'm moving away from and then so I went there, and then the year happened when it was COVID. So then everything got cancelled, and then because I wasn't with the top 30 squad at the time. So I remember I was trying to go back home, and they weren't going to let me home because the virus, Clinton Zammit, they call him Virus. He's a recruitment manager.
I thought you were talking about the COVID virus. Where are you going, bro?
No, they call him.
Where's he going?
No, the recruitment manager. I knew he was going to go because you don't know. So I was like,
you've really, look at his head, Twal, his head spinning. But anyway, so the recruitment manager.
No, he told me at the time that like he wanted me to stay, and he tried to push for me to be in the squad and that, so I don't leave. And I said, listen, if I'm not, I remember I was doing teachers at the time, so I remember like I was like, if I'm not playing footy here, like I only came up there, to play footy. If not, I'll go back home. And borders were shutting and everything, and parents were stressing out and everything. So I came home, and then before you knew it, the recruitment manager actually went to Newcastle, and then he's like, listen, I want to, and he went to Newcastle, and Cowboys knew that he went to Newcastle, so then he said, listen, I want to get you closer to home, I'll bring you to Newcastle. And then, we had to work around it to get a release because Cowboys weren't releasing me at the time. And But yeah, then we went to Newcastle.
The virus. But what was that like, moving out of home? Like, we're all like, proud Lebanese boys. It's very hard to separate our family, and our mums and dads are very, connected with us. What was that like for your family and yourself?
It was hard. Like, I remember my tata was losing it at my mum for letting me go. Saying, tata was losing it. Saying, how can you go and stuff? And then even when I look back, I actually don't know how my parents let me go. Like, if I have a kid and he tells me that, like, I'll just remember these flashbacks. But end of the day, it's, your dream. And at the time I said to myself, I said 3 years I'll get there, I'll be there, maybe it's a bit better. Nothing's at North Queensland, it's just quiet. Like it's nothing to Sydney, I literally just turned 18, so all my mates are going out smoking shisha every week. So it's probably the best thing for me to leave. And I reckon, it was the hardest thing ever. I remember the first couple of days I was like crying, like homesick. I stayed at a homestay, which was good. I stayed with like like a mum who like cooked and everything for me. Because at the time, like that was the first time. But when I went to Newcastle, I actually lived on my own and, learnt to cook and do everything. And, like everything happens for a reason. Thank God, it made me very independent. And now it makes me even appreciate it more now that I'm still at home. So.
How did the opportunity come to the Dogs? You're there now. Yeah. Obviously a decision you don't regret. Back home, childhood club. How did that initially take off?
Yeah, so when I was at Newcastle, I remember my first year there, like on my first preseason there, I didn't do too well. I just didn't know, a young kid, I didn't know what to expect. I thought it wasn't going to be as hard as it was. I wasn't really strict with my diet. I wasn't really like a professional, if anything, because I just didn't know any better.
Don't say that in front of Twal.
No, it's all right. I was 17. I'm better. I wasn't strict. I just didn't know better. They weren't at the time. They weren't really strict up there too. Like they didn't have the performance. Everyone's saying do this, do this.
Yeah, right.
And I was with just a young crew like Dom Young. I was close with Dom Young, pretty close with him and other boys that came up. And the next year I said, I'm going to come back. I'm going to be a bit quicker. I'm going to be a bit like better. Work on my body and that. And came back and I was, I personally think I was like. Had a really, really strong preseason, and then I don't know, something just came to me saying, like I just had a message. I don't know what it was. Like probably it was obviously from God. Something in my heart just said, this wasn't the place for me. I knew I wasn't going to get my opportunity, and you have a feeling at training. So I remember I was top 30 that year, and I remember I rang my manager and I just said to my manager, listen, like if you could sign me for the year after, start looking. I want to get out of here. And then this was for the year after, and then he just said, listen, like Dogs are keen now, but they can't give you top 30 because they have no spots. So I said, you know what, like get it done. And I remember I signed it, and it was like a 20-week train and trial contract. And I went. I was arguing with my parents because they were saying, "What are you doing?" and stuff like that. And I said to my mum and dad, I said, "Trust me, like I just need a fresh start, opportunity."
Yeah.
And that's how it happened.
Because I was tripping out when we played you. I was playing Reggie's at the time at Souths, and we were opposing each other on the wing. I was like, I'm thinking to myself, looking at him like, is this guy Lebanese? I'm like, and I didn't actually. We actually met. How old were you?
I was young.
Yeah.
I was
what?
like
2000.
Fanboy.
Fanboy.
Don't say that.
Idol.
Yeah. So I didn't realize you actually playing for Newcastle at the time. That's crazy. And tell me about the time where you actually got the call up to debut. So you've come to the Bulldogs, you're on a training trial, and then you've cracked your way into the NRL side. Like, how did that happen?
Yeah, thank God, COVID was bad for everyone, but it worked out in my favour in terms of, making my debut. So we couldn't debut until round 11 at the time, and I was doing like pretty good in Reggie's, and I remember Baz at the time, Trent Barrett, he was speaking to me saying, listen, like round 11, get ready. Like I'm going to put you in. This was like early. So this was like round 6 and round 7. And yeah, round 6. And then I was like G'ing up. I was like saying, just keep playing the way I'm playing and stuff like that. And then everyone got COVID, and I get a call up saying, come to the NRL meeting. And I didn't think anything of it. I thought maybe just, everyone's going to be all right. And it was at Brisbane, at Suncorp as well. And then he just told me, oh yeah, you're going to be, like we're in the meeting with Fox, and Fox is being loud as usual. Same thing. And I don't know what Fox comes, congrats, bro. I'm like, well, I haven't got told nothing. I don't know what you're on about. And then they told me, yeah, you're going to make your debut at right centre. And then,
wow.
Yeah, it was the biggest. Yeah. I remember at the time I was watching a video and I was just in like shock. And literally, this was like one day before we were going to Brisbane. So I just had to, I rang everyone. They said, tell everyone. I didn't want to tell my parents until I got home, but like tell everyone before it gets leaked and stuff like that. So, yeah.
What was your? What about your debut? Do you remember that?
Yeah, at Souths, 2018, round 1 we played in Perth, our first game, and I went up as 19th man. And then Reno got injured after that game, and then round 2, I was still young. I was 19 years old, and my first full pre-season at the Souths. And Anthony Sebold was the coach, and just said, "Yeah, you're going to play this week halfback." And I was just like, "Well, man." We had a stacked team back then. We had the Burgess boys, Sam Burgess, John Sutton, Cody Walker was my halves partner.
Wow.
It was a crazy feeling.
Never
forget it.
You just all the way in Perth for it. Like, did your family come over for it? Or?
No, round 1 was in Perth, so I travelled round 1 and just I was 19th man, and then we came back here and went to Sydney the week after.
That worked out conveniently. What about you, Twali?
Yeah, so my first game was up in Nui against Newcastle, 2017.
Yeah. What was that like for you?
Bro, yeah, it was mad. Like it was. So I think pretty sure Ivan just got to the club like 2 weeks before or something, and then I left Para.
Yep.
Like so, Ivan brought me over to Tigers, and then the first week I got there, I think I got there on the Thursday, and then I think they were trying to make me play on the Friday the next day, because he pretty much said, like, you come over here, you'll play grade. So that's why I got the release from Para and went over to the Tigers, and then I got there on the Thursday, couldn't play on the Friday because I don't know, there was. So then the following week they were versus Newcastle, and it got built up to be like the grand final, because at the time we weren't travelling too well, and Newcastle weren't travelling too well. So it was a massive game. It was sold out at McDonald Jones Stadium, And then
They're crazy up there. They're so proud.
yeah, it's such good. They got good support base. And yeah, got up and then found out. So I come out of one of the meetings on the Monday, and then Ivan just pulled me aside and he said, "You're going to play this week. Like, you're going to debut."
So casually, eh?
Yes, casually, and then yeah, it ended up being a mad game. Like I got on the field like 20 minutes in, we were up 20-0. Like,
Oh wow.
it was a good game to come into, and then we won. And yeah, it was awesome.
Let's go around the table, boys. It's obviously no secret that you haven't played finals footy in a couple of years as a club. What's the biggest difference compared to last year and the last few seasons that you didn't to 2024? Do you believe you're going to make finals footy?
Yeah, I don't know. We're not looking that far ahead. Obviously, you know, I'd be lying if I said we don't want to play finals footy. 100% we do, but I feel like if we just, you know, take it every game, each game, you know, and put our best foot forward, you know, I feel like the boys, you know, we're all pretty connected this year. You know, everyone's just, you know, buying into it a bit more this year, and you know, 1 year under the new system and that. So it just helps everyone heaps. And yeah, like obviously, like I said, I'd be lying if I say I don't want to play finals footy. You know, that's everyone's goal. And yeah, so yeah.
I'll help you out there. I know it's not an easy question to answer. Like, you know, you obviously got to put your name to it, and everyone. It's no secret. Everyone wants to play finals footy, but you have to really truly believe that you can be there and be amongst that group. What about you, Ads? Like, what's the difference from last year to this year, in your opinion?
I don't know. I feel as though every preseason I do, I'm pretty optimistic after preseason, saying, yeah, it's been a mad preseason, but then I remember that there's 15 other clubs that are going to say they're going to be playing finals as well. So, but in terms of this year, as I said earlier, the structures we have in play for our attack and defence have been the best and most thorough I've had since I've been at the club, and just the DNA in our game plan that Benji's given us is simple, and I feel as though it suits our team the most. And as I said, watching the boys from the side, it looks like that everyone's finally starting now to understand what our game plan is for the full 80 minutes and the steps to get there to win as many games as possible. And as I said, I'm excited. A lot of changes in our club and new players in and new coaching staff, and I'm very, I guess, optimistic about what we can do this year.
So you've always had a good visual approach. Like, you're amongst it day by day, you know, training with the boys. Do you feel the same? Like, are you looking to lock down a lock or a forward spot as well for yourself?
Yeah, look, I'm similar to Az. You know, I've got a very optimistic approach about this year. Like I said before, you know, I feel as though we've had a really positive pre-season.
Yeah.
And, you know, obviously with Benji coming in and the new assistant coaches in John Morris, Hino and Robbie, I feel as though, you know, we're really heading in the right direction. And, I feel like this year's got a real good feeling about it. So, yeah, looking forward to what's ahead. And, yeah, I feel as though we're definitely going in the right direction.
Man, that centre of excellence is unbelievable. Where you guys train. Like, I was lucky enough to shave my head there last year, which is absolutely torture. But you guys are doing one as well at Belmore Archers?
Yeah, I think it's like 4 years away, but...
Oh, is it?
Yeah, they haven't started yet.
2034.
Sorry, our facility is pretty good now, so grateful.
Humble.
Actually,
Keep a humble in
Keep it
that.
humble, you know what I mean?
We've celebrated my 40th birthday with that. Oh, boys. All right, boys. I know a few tough questions there, but now something a bit lighthearted, huh? Let's have a bit of a laugh. Okay. This segment, I kind of named after myself, What's in the Sauce? Okay. Who would you rather, who is most likely kind of game? Okay. Has anyone played that before?
No, never
No?
mind.
All right, let's all grab a whiteboard.
Oh, I know this one.
I'll chuck you to it. Catch one. Good hands. All right. You got your texter there. Thanks to the team.
Thanks, team.
Sauce.
Come here.
I reckon Twal's got to get picked for most of these. I'm not going to lie. You got a texter? Write down on the whiteboard who is most likely to end up in jail out of us four. That's a hard one, actually.
That actually is a very hard one.
I'm just going to go. All right.
Where'd you get that from, mate?
I actually didn't write 20. I actually write ads.
Who did you go?
One second.
Yeah.
Give me a
Well,
second.
no, I'm not joking. I know why.
Oh, you want to know why we're Twali? I reckon there's a bit of like serial killer about
Yeah.
it.
Ads.
Cat.
All right,
You
ads
can't
too.
change it. You
Don't
can't
What do you
change
mean?
your answer.
Well, who'd you write? Who'd you write?
Yeah, who was your
Who
first
was actually
answer?
the first one?
Who was your first
No, it wasn't.
How long was it book me? It was the
crazy.
only one that backed me. I
It
was
was
like,
crazy.
I was like, I can't go against you.
Nah.
They don't call him
Why
crazy for no
ads?
reason.
Why ads? Silent? Like
Ads-
American,
yeah,
bit American
bro.
Psycho about
Ads
it?
will say
Yeah,
something
he's
he
a bit
regrets, that's why.
silent. You don't know what he's thinking.
Something you regret.
Ads will say something he regrets.
All right, boys. All right, boys. I just dropped that. Awesome.
That's
All
what
right.
first came to my mind.
Who would most likely get thrown out of a nightclub?
Joshua Mansouri.
No, I got confident there.
Sauce.
Oh, what?
Sauce.
I went Twali. Okay.
What do you come after, mate? Well,
You know what?
Try to go
Would
nightclubs.
never
It's
fight it.
definitely
personal now.
100%.
Yeah,
it would be
100%.
100% it's
And
you.
it wouldn't be the first. It would not be the first. It's happened a few times. I'm not gonna lie. For strange reasons.
Flamingos back in the day.
Monkey,
Nah,
Kiraz
it
has
wasn't-
take-
it was
Kiraz
Hugo's.
has
It
taken
was
over.
Hugo's, brother. It
What
was
do you mean taking over?
Hugo's.
I've been there 2
Source,
years.
Kiraz has taken over the cross.
Has he?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's a big
keep it
name
humble
there
now,
now.
bro.
He's settled down now.
Is he? Anything?
Is that
Nothing?
is that
Is that
not
official?
Is that
Anything?
official?
he's going red.
Yeah, I'm done, bro. I'm done.
He's locked up.
He's locked up, ladies and
Locked
gentlemen.
up, ladies.
Sorry,
Off the
ladies
market.
and
What-
gentlemen.
what about
gentlemen
yourself,
these days.
Ads?
Ladies, ladies.
What about Adam? What about Adam?
Well, what about Adam? What about Adam? Is he,
Off the market.
You off the
Yeah,
market?
I've been off the market for a while now.
Yeah, but I don't know about you. I don't know if you're taking the piss sometimes. Well, anyway,
He
there you
keeps it
go.
humble.
Ladies and gentlemen.
It is.
All right. Who is most likely to reply to a text a week later? That's an easy one
That's
for
an
me.
easy one.
It's a very easy one.
Write yourself, cuz. Write yourself.
100%.
Ads.
100%.
What's this bloke just taking the
100%.
piss?
100% it's you.
Me?
100% it's you.
Yeah, I reckon as well.
I've
You know what?
Kiraz, as we said, doesn't reply to any chats.
That's
No,
the thing,
I would
that's-
say ads.
ads.
I
you
rang him
gotta- you
today.
got
He didn't
everyone's
answer
vote.
me.
That's a
You,
joke.
you are hard to get a hold of. You know what you do as well?
He's
I
just
don't know.
busy
I
all
don't know
the
if you.
time, bro.
I don't know if he does it with you
One
as
word
well.
response.
No. So we'll be talking on the phone for like, I don't know, a minute, 2 minutes, and he'll go, listen, I gotta go, man. Someone's calling me. I gotta go.
Yeah,
There's
that's
no
the
one.
oldest
There's
trick.
no one
There's
calling
no
him.
one
He's
calling
actually
him.
leaving.
There's no one
one's
calling him.
calling him.
No one's calling him. Oh, guys.
Put your phone on do not
That's
disturb.
the old, you've given him a call to ease the head noise and he just doesn't want a bar of it.
We've
mate.
all been there. Who is the most likely to cancel plans on you the last minute? That's actually a hard one.
Write yourself, cuz.
Yeah.
Write yourself. Just do it, trust me. He's ruining himself, guys.
Yeah, sorry, bro.
That's
I
a
don't even know.
twirly
He's back to
The
Why
only,
is
the
specialty.
only constant in life
That's
is
so rude, but why do you do
That's the
that?
stress in him.
Busy,
Jeez.
busy.
It's a twirly specialty.
busy man.
Oh, hey, do you
Lot of-
remember when he cancelled dinner on us, like last minute?
A lot
Like,
of responsibilities.
but he cancelled at the dinner table. But we're waiting for him. Where's Twali? And he messaged us while we're eating dinner.
When was
He
that?
did the
I
Houdini.
think it was Gibran or something. I think they had carbs on the table. That's why you finished the cup.
I could smell it from a mile away.
Oh, shit. All right. Who is most likely to be late to everything?
Come on, man.
Joshua Mansouri.
Just put yourself sauce.
Yeah, I put sauce.
Joshua
Yeah.
Mansour.
I honestly don't do it on purpose. I don't do it on purpose.
How?
It's weird.
He is
But for
late
perfect-
to everything.
don't you leave early?
You are
Why don't you
late
leave
to
earlier?
everything.
Perfect example today. I left home early, right? 10 minutes into my journey on the way here, and I forgot that I left the shoes at home. Like, that was an accident. It was
Yeah,
an
but
accident.
Even in World Cup,
The
it was happening in the
bloke is-
meetings.
Oh my
Oh, that was
gosh,
bad.
he's
Senior
late to
player,
That
late
Was
was
he
bad.
getting in trouble?
Late to everything.
Bro,
No, it wasn't everything. It
Everything.
wasn't everything.
Everything.
it actually
Late
was a
to
lot of
everything.
things.
It wasn't. You know
Did
what?
they get in trouble?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
had to
that's-
shave my beard. I was off it.
Because
I
we
was
had a
so-
hat. We had, like, you have to pick in a hat if you're late.
I was so off it. So I thought I had all the time in the world. So on the WhatsApp, and I double checked, team meeting at 5:30 on the schedule. Anyway, it's like 4:40, and I woke up from my nap. I'll call Ads, see what they're doing. Ads actually answered, and he goes, "Where are you?" I'm like, "Where are you?" Like, I'm in the room. He's like, "Bro, we're about to have a meeting." I'm like, "Yeah, you're having me on." He goes, "Man, we're about to have a meeting. Hurry the fuck up and get down here." Hung up on me, and I was actually sitting there. I'm like, "Is he?"
Is I lost?
Is,
Yeah,
it,
lost.
is this
Yeah,
guy actually
lost.
serious? And I went through the team WhatsApp, and it said, "Boys, just come down for a quick team meeting at 4:45." The feeling The feeling of
worst feeling.
the worst feeling in the world. I honestly ran down. And I was waiting for the elevator for ages. I was sweating.
But fair enough, he didn't read the group. No, you have to.
It's a bit of
Nah,
a-
everyone was there except for
You know, what
Sauce.
about your roommate's fault? Your roommate should give you the heads up.
I had the quietest bloke on
Yeah, well,
tour.
I wasn't his roommate.
He was
The
your
quietest,
roommate.
actually, he was the quietest
Robbo.
bloke on tour. The second quietest bloke, Reece Robinson. Didn't even like. He had a nap too,
Abs
huh?
wasn't quiet.
We both had a nap, and he just let me sleep in. The oldest
You're right,
trick. The oldest trick. The oldest trick. All right, boys, couple more. Who is the most likely? No, we already said that. My bad. Who is the most likely to laugh in a serious moment?
All of you.
Yeah, I'll give myself this one. I can't.
You're not. Why do you do that?
It's not well, bro.
I'm trying to bring up a serious conversation about concussions, and he's already laughing before. He was actually laughing before I asked
And
the
he's
question.
laughing, and he's the one that got concussed.
that
Oh,
was the
boys.
worst, bro.
Boys, put him down. Put him down. Put him down. Oh, that was a good get. That was a good laugh. I actually like that. All right, bit of true or false now. A bit of true or false. Twali, you were extremely close to become a Bulldog in 2024. True or false?
No comment.
Nah, there's no like.
Hang on a minute.
Who's calling?
His
Business,
mum.
business.
His mum. Hey, don't be late
boss.
to dinner. Don't be late to dinner.
No, it's haircut. Sorry, boys.
What? The Baba calling you.
A little cousin.
Right, back to Twali. I got lost
No
there.
comment.
You can't no comment.
What do you mean I can't? No
True or
comment.
false?
Wait,
True or false?
Wait,
No comment.
True or false?
wait.
It's true or false.
No comment.
What do you mean?
That's
Just
true.
answer the question.
That's totally for you.
No comment, boys.
But you know what gets me, right? This is what gets me. The club tells him you're not wanted, and then they sign him for 4 years.
Oh, what am I the laughing stock now? Is it?
There was some miscommunication
That was
along the way.
That was a lot of miscommunication.
Miscommunication, mate.
Hey, Ads, tell me how was his head fully off?
Yeah, it's always off, but it was off that little bit more.
He was holding it in his hands. True or false? Were you going to become a Bulldog in 2024?
No comment.
No comment.
I got inside.
You're
Yes.
boring. You're boring. All right. Crazy. Semi-finals football will return.
You just
to
spill half your
Belmore.
water on the table.
Can you not cut me off on my show, please?
Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys.
Don't cut him off. Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
will the Bulldogs play finals footy in 2024?
Yes. True.
And what makes that true? What do you believe it's so?
Just true. False.
What do you
got
believe it's so?
crazy.
What do you truly believe about?
Say
Different
'cause of
team,
me.
different
Just say 'cause of
Approach
me.
this year. Everyone's buying into it.
'Cause of
So,
me.
yeah, that's why. That's
Say
why I'm saying
Liam's
true.
leader in that.
Oi, you're
'Cause
better
of
than that. So that's my answer.
I like it. I like
Thank you.
it. I like it. All right, boys,
Very
boys, boys. Let's. This is for the whole group. All right. Sorry, Twali. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right. True or false? Twali scores a try in 2024.
Of course.
Now, how does it always revolve back to me?
Don't break the
It's
mic.
filthy.
Bring you up, bro.
I know you got
You
big
can score a
biceps.
It's
try.
filthy.
I know you got
Score
big
try.
biceps. Don't break the mic.
Box, whatever.
False.
True. Sorry,
Whoa.
true.
As
True.
if you'd say false.
What was the question?
True or false? Would
How
you
would you
score a
like
try in
the- how would-
2024?
Yeah, true.
100%
100%
back
true.
yourself.
How would you like to score your next try?
Actually score it, not
Yeah.
dive on the ball.
Nice say.
Run over the
Watching
line.
that, I've watched it that many times. Like you looked unsure. Like you couldn't believe you scored a try. You just caught it. Like you stiffened up and you just like planked onto the ground.
How bad was it?
I love
Like,
it.
how bad was it like my plank? Like, it's just,
Blank.
whatever, man.
All right, boys. Let's do some odds. Betting odds. What do you reckon? What's it paying to score a try?
$5.
Ooh,
I'd get on it.
I'll get on it. $5. What about you?
Probably I reckon $8.50.
Where's he going? $8.50.
That's all right.
I'm gonna.
What,
you know
what
what?
is it actually?
You know what? I'm gonna go a good $3.
Oh, he's lying.
No. I'll back you. I'll back you.
Thanks, brother.
I can see the confidence in your eyes. I can see you can truly believe that you're going to score. He's not
50
sure of
metre try.
himself now. I'm a bit nervous. All right, boys. As per tradition, our last guest wrote you boys a question for you three to answer. And that was Russell Manser. Ads, can you please do the honours?
Can you read?
Hope so.
Who'd be the best read out of us four, you reckon?
Me,
Nah.
Bachelor of Commerce.
Oh, really?
I got
Are
94
you a
ATAR.
bachelor? Are you?
94.6 ATAR.
Nice.
Did you?
I dropped that in year 10, so they wouldn't let me come back to
Yeah, actually?
Yeah, they wouldn't let me come back to do 11, 12.
Who inspires you to be better?
It's a good question.
Powerful.
That's very good. Who inspires you to be better? Twali?
Yeah, for me, my old man. I lost my old man a couple of months ago. So, growing up, I've never had a better role model than my old man. Just took me to games when I was young, did everything for me, and sacrificed pretty much his whole life for me, my brothers and my sister. And I'm going to be a father soon in the next couple of months. So
Yes,
for me,
Twali.
yeah, bro.
Oh, good, Twali.
So for me, yeah, he inspires me to want to be at least half the father that he was to me. So definitely inspiration for me. Got up every day, 4 a.m., went to work, provided for our family. That's, everything that a father could do, I had that. So that's an inspiration for me.
Sounds like a perfect role model, brother. God bless. What have you had?
Well said. Yeah, probably my dad as well. I probably learnt hard work and my work ethic off him, and I've seen him get up every morning, go to work, come home, and just always be a kind, loving person to me, my brothers, my sister, my mum, and I guess always provided for us and laid the foundations, I guess, for myself and our family, and hopefully I can grow up and be just like him.
I love that. What about you, Jacob?
I'll just say my fam. Yeah, just say my family. They. I realised when I moved away what I missed the most, and for my siblings, all of them, they come to all my games with my parents, and they just motivate me to be better every day, and it just gives me a purpose on why I'm doing this. So, I'll say for my fam.
For me, my first was my grandfather and my mum. Similar to you boys, with your dads, she really looked after me growing up. She really showed me the ropes. Always was the first one to take me to footy training. Never complained. My grandfather just showed me instilled in me all the great values that he had. One of them was being hard work, sacrifice, and always putting your family first. Mum's Portuguese, so she come from a little tiny island off the coast of Portugal. Had no money. They struggled to put food on the table, and he took a chance and he flew to Australia by himself, worked in the coal mines and the steel mines down in Port Kembla, and saved up enough money, bought a house, and bought tickets for his wife and 6 children to come and live a great life. So for me, that's really inspiring. And then when I met my wife, my kids, they became my inspiration now as well, especially my little boy, who I look at him every single day. He reminds me of myself. So that's for me. All right, boys. Thanks for that. Now we've got the opportunity, you got the opportunity to write the next question for our next guest. Who wants to have the honours?
What do you reckon, lads?
Let's go. Lads, is it a deep question or is it going to be a
Very
laugh?
deep.
Because I know if Twali was going to
Read it
write
out.
it.
No.
You wish I came on camp with you, boys.
Oh, honestly, I wish you did. I was spewing that you didn't come straight out.
Actually, yeah.
You J'd it up to the end too. You J'd me up hard. Remember I was calling you and asking you and texting
he
you?
was never coming.
Because you know what? You have their memories for life. Hey.
Honestly, the best.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to rub it in or anything, but for me, that was one of the best tours I've ever been involved in. So fun, man. I think it's different when you're around your same nationality, same upbringing, same culture. It hits different. It hits different. Like 2017 for you. Where does that sit in your career?
Bro, it was hectic. Yeah. Up there, bro. Best couple of weeks. In relation to rugby league and that was an unbelievable 2 weeks.
Sure, signed and sealed. Did you sign it?
Signed,
Ads?
sealed, delivered.
Did you all sign it before you? Can you all sign it, please? Sign the white card.
The
for me.
envelope?
The white, not the envelope. The white card. All sign it. All sign it. Put your mark. Put your mark on it, boys. Put your mark on it.
Yeah, it was unbelievable 2 weeks, bro. Oh, 2 weeks? What am I talking about?
It was
10 weeks.
I was gonna say 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
long?
10 weeks, cuz.
Was it 10 weeks?
The first, 2017 was for us. Was it?
Because we went to
for
New
us it
Zealand.
wasn't.
We went to
It's
New
not 10
Zealand. We played
weeks.
the finals. Because it was 7 weeks.
Yes.
Yeah, it would have been like 7 weeks.
7
6,
8
7
weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That long?
It was crazy. It went so
Because
fast,
ours was in
man.
Sydney, but
Hey,
ours was
Sydney
in
would be
Sydney.
hectic.
nah. it would have
It
been.
was mad because like
That
the whole
game-
community got behind us. Yeah.
That game at Allianz was unbelievable. Not for me.
Would you say you regret it? Or no?
No. It's not a decision I regret because, I'm proud to support the country and play for the country that I was born in. Like this country has given me my
Meow.
life, my upbringing.
Meow.
It's put food. Can I get?
No, it's good. He got the best of both. He ended up getting to play for Lebanon as well, so he got to play.
I played for Lebanon in 2009. That was my
Represent
first.
both, yeah.
I was fortunate enough to represent both, and I was obviously fortunate enough to end my career on a high note playing for Lebanon as well. First time was the first time we made the quarters.
Yeah.
No, we made the quarters.
We made the quarters in 2017. It was the second time. All right, boys. I appreciate that. How you finding the show, by the way?
Cracker, cuz.
Top host.
You're
He's done a good job.
bloke.
You're a good kid.
a good kid. You're a good kid.
You go off with
You're a good son.
Cracker, bro.
You're a good son.
Yeah.
We were a bit nervous at the start. I'm not gonna lie. You were a bit nervous.
We weren't nervous.
Oh,
Just the questions
Bit
you're answering. You
nervous.
have to be serious.
You get your energy off. You get your energy off the host.
yeah. Village idiot.
Oh,
I'm joking.
What are you, not the village idiot?
I thought village idiot to a
We're just
village
different
idiot.
villages.
Exactly. That's what I can call you that. Now let's finish on a high note. From that question, I don't know if you saw, but Berto had absolute perler when he answered about the Earth, what he believes it to be a sphere or flat. But I don't want to bring that up again.
must be see.
But talking about the world, right? Just want to put this scenario out there for you. If we had to dig a hole right now, right here, okay, dig all the way to the end, are we ended up on our feet or our head?
Feet.
Really?
Yeah.
How we ended up on our feet?
Wait, can you say the question again?
There's an orchestra going on. All right.
Yeah.
We dig a hole right here, right? Just a big hole. And we just keep digging towards the end of the earth, okay? Are we ending up on our feet or our head?
Feet. Same feet. 'Cause I'm not trying to
Oh.
overthink it.
Feet, okay.
It's a trick question. I don't know.
What do you mean? Is it feet or head?
Imagine it, bro.
Feet.
Feet.
Head.
Okay. I want to know why feet. We'll come back to you. Why feet?
Honestly, I just tried not to overthink it. Like you're digging a hole
That's
and
it,
I'm
you
going.
go
Because
down.
it
you land on your feet.
doesn't make sense.
How
But
does
so
it
like
make
if I'm
sense?
digging, all right, so the world's a sphere. We all believe it's a sphere. Please agree with me on that one. The world's a sphere, yeah? So if I'm digging from up here all the way down,
Yeah,
am I ending up on my feet or my head?
your feet.
How?
How are you gonna get on
What
your?
do you mean how?
How
He's
you gonna?
saying-
All right, so dig the hole, and then jump into it. Are you gonna end up on your feet? You're gonna land on your feet.
What are you gonna?
What, you're gonna go head
What do you
first?
mean?
You're gonna land on your head. You're gonna be gone. That's it.
No, he's not talking about. Cause if you're jumping, you're just gonna go head first.
Yeah.
You're gonna land on your feet.
No, land. Go legs first, but you're not gonna
Yeah,
end
so
up on
your
your feet.
feet.
You're not gonna end up on your feet. You end up on your head.
You know, do you get
You
what I'm trying
agree
to
with me,
say?
I know what you're trying to say.
Here's a bit of an example, right? So you got an orange. All right, you got a pen. You stab the orange right in the center. What happens? Are you going head or feet first with the pen?
Exactly.
Depends on.
Head.
Yeah, but a pen's not a human.
Yeah, there's
So you
nothing.
can't-
If there's
It's an
nothing-
analogy,
if
cuz.
Yeah, I know, but you can't like. It's
there's
not
Anyway,
scenarios.
nothing-
I don't think there's a
You're
right or
gonna
wrong
fall.
answer, to be totally honest with
Because
you,
if I'm
boys.
falling that deep, you're on your feet.
Can we?
Because have you ever jumped?
Yeah, yeah. What we're saying? Have you jumped in a pool 20 meters where you go on your head first?
Yeah, but you got the water to.
Nah, I think there's a
Keep
point
your-
where I'm not going to get into
Let's
this.
get to a
boys.
point where you flip.
It's a
Let's,
dumb
let's,
question.
I'm going to just Google it just to.
That's not about that question. Eh?
I know you can't. You can't Google that.
Yeah, we have to. We have to. You know what? Let's not worry about it. Let's leave it as a secret.
He's barber,
Are you
cuz. He's
normal?
barber.
Are you normal?
He's got appointments.
He's got a barber appointment with his cousin.
It's Kazzy,
Boys,
that's
thanks so much for coming on the show. I really appreciate it. I know it was a bit hard at first to get
Thanks,
you on in the
Saucy.
first place, but
Thanks, Sauce.
how about we all go for a feed now? A nice Lebo feed.
Thanks. Wolf.